My parents only loved one of their daughters. When my sister Scarlett was born just 11 months after me, our parents acted like it was a mistake the universe had made. A glitch. One daughter was all they could love, so they turned us into one. We looked nearly identical. Same dark hair, same hazel eyes, same frame. So they created a system. 1 month, I was Sophie, their daughter. The next, Scarlett was Sophie. The one not chosen for that month? She got locked in the basement. Not grounded, not timeout. Basement. No windows, no light, no contact. Just silence. We switched at midnight on the first of every month like clockwork. I'd hand over my clothes, backpack, bedroom, even the damn toothbrush. Mom would kiss my forehead and whisper, "See you next month, stranger," like it was cute or something. Then I'd be led downstairs like a prisoner while Dad updated school records and deleted appointments. To everyone else, Sophie was just one girl. Moody, inconsistent, hard to read. In the basement, we learned how to whisper through vents. We'd pass notes through tiny cracks. We coached each other on friends, crushes, homework. When Scarlett broke her arm during her month, I wore the cast the next. When I got my first period, I had to explain how to use a tampon through a locked door. We became a two-person performance of a single girl. By the time we turned 15, Sophie was no longer me or her. She was a third person, stitched together from two exhausted kids. But we made a promise. One day, we'd both be real. We held on to that like it was the only thing keeping us alive. And then I got sick. It started during my off month. Horrible stomach pain, throwing up blood, couldn't even stand. Scarlett freaked out. She begged our parents to take me to the hospital, but Mom just said, "Sophie can see a doctor during her month." When I finally switched back in, the symptoms vanished. All the tests came back clean. Doctors saw nothing. 2 weeks later, Scarlett took her turn, and the second I was back in the basement, it hit again. Worse. Agonizing. We realized something insane. My body only allowed itself to be sick when I wasn't Sophie, when I was invisible. The performance was so ingrained, even my body obeyed it. As soon as I could stop pretending, it broke down. We decided to confront them. We stood together in their bedroom for the first time since we were kids. I showed them the blood, the bruises, the pain. Scarlett stood beside me, holding my hand. "We can't switch anymore," she said. "Please, we're dying." And for the first time ever, they listened. Mom looked soft. Dad put down his book. I felt hope crawl up my spine. Then Dad said, "You're right. This needs a permanent solution. We'll keep one daughter. Accidents happen, especially to sick teenage girls who don't legally exist." Mom even showed us the bottle of pills. "It won't hurt," she said. "Whoever we don't choose just goes to sleep." We had 7 days to decide which of us would die. We spent that night huddled together in my bed. Not the basement, not this time. It felt like a crypt. Neither of us slept. The bottle of pills sat on the nightstand like a death sentence. The next morning, Scarlett put on my favorite shirt. Her hands shook the entire time. I'd seen her wear my clothes 100 times. Never like this. Breakfast was normal. 1 plate, 1 glass of juice, Dad with his paper, me invisible again, curled in the hallway. I went back to the basement and started writing. I wrote every reason Scarlett deserved to live, every time she saved me, every second she protected the Sophie we shared. That night, Mom came down, said nothing, just stared at me holding my stomach shaking in pain, then she turned and left. No words. Scarlett found me hours later in a pile of sweat and vomit. She held me and cried. From upstairs, we heard our parents. "Scarlett's got better grades, but Sophie's older. The illness is a liability." They were literally debating who was more useful. On day 3, Scarlett started throwing things. On purpose. She bombed a test, ignored our best friend, missed an entire project. She wanted to make them think she was the unstable one. Meanwhile, I forced myself to seem strong. I did squats while I felt like dying. When Mom checked in, I smiled, but she stopped coming. On day 4, it was Dad, clipboard in hand. He didn't ask about the pain, just if I could mimic Scarlett, her friends, her signature, her teachers. I said I couldn't, lied straight through my teeth. I figured if I couldn't take her place, I wasn't useful. Maybe they'd choose her. That night, I puked blood behind the water heater. Scarlett cleaned me up without a word. Then we changed the plan. She'd fake being sick too. Click the full story to see what happened next.